Hello, hello. It's been a little while, but we're gonna get into it. Um, it's your buddy of old, Arch Acadia. Hmm. That's me. That's me right there. Me. Lately, I've really been enjoying Zac Jungle, so that's what we're gonna play mainly. But I know. Wonder if that Wonder if that desktop audio is okay. I think it should be. Guess we could check what the settings are at. Sound. Master volume is only at like 20. So I mean, as long as it doesn't go over my voice, so maybe it needs to be a little louder. How about 20? 30? I'm looking at the little bars and that doesn't sound too bad. But don't you just love Zac's running animation? He's so eager. And I also like to do this. I like to make him like walk and stop. No. Oh, I think I'll go this way since I saw Garen. Okay. Interesting. So we're gonna go for up here. We're not gonna encourage them to continue fighting. They're gonna blow some flashes. It might be good to check out Udyr's Red. He's most likely stealing mine. He can solo early on. At the same time, he can solo red and he can go back pretty quickly. So I might be effed in the bean with this one. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna pull it away. Just in case I have a visit from Udyr. Alright. Doing good. Alright, we're gonna take you always take W with Zac. Then we're gonna take Q next. And how Q works, I'm unfortunately I'm not gonna help him. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do, buddy. Like getting to one thing at a time. So okay. So whatever I was thinking about before, we're just going to forget about that. One of Zac's weaknesses is his early game weakness. Gotta turn that down a little bit. Try that. So, yeah. So his early game weakness is legendary. I still feel like this is too loud for my voice. There's Udyr. We're gonna signal. And we're gonna turn this down to Which it was in the beginning. Because I was listening to it before. It sounded loud, but then... Well, let's see if this is actually gone. Oh, what? What? Udyr didn't take it? Okay, what that tells me is I'm dealing with an Udyr that does not know how to play Udyr. Which is a good thing for me. Now, 4 is an important level for Zac. But you get so much more range with your you get so much more range with your E at level 4. Okay, this is another thing, like, I know, like, the Udyr is just, he's playing so badly.
Just another day on the job.
We're gonna use our E to slingshot for a little, you know, get out there. So one of the things that I noticed about Udyr is he was chasing the top lane. And so I think he's gotten 1 kill, but that might have been early on. So he hasn't had a whole lot of impact so far on the Rift. I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna look to steal some of Udyr's stuff. So now we know that Udyr is back at camp. And this just respawned, so we're gonna take this. And since we're not sure exactly how Udyr will path, we will smite that away. But most likely because he cleared this, he's gonna head down to this side. But my Caitlyn is just like, from what it looks like, dominating bot lane. So we're actually gonna go back and get Udyr's red. We're gonna see how that goes. It's a little risky. Here's Udyr. Now, one great thing about Udyr is he doesn't know what he's doing. He's gonna waste a lot of... He's gonna waste a lot of time making decisions that I'll have already considered. Now, if he is like a decent Udyr, he's gonna get Dragon. Because he's spending so much time trying to help his laners out. And he's not getting Dragon. Wow. So he wasted so much time. I can be so lax right now. The big thing that I've found and you guys will find it too, is identifying the weaker members of the enemy. Okay, we can see if we can make something happen here. Gonna try to give Caitlyn the kill. We're gonna walk over here. Alright. Now we're gonna do a little scan. It looks like they did get dragon. Somebody got dragon. I didn't even pay attention to that. And Zed roamed. It's great for Zed. The issue with Zed is if you're a Zed player and you don't make moves early on, aw, he saved his flash. Now Udyr is in my jungle, so to capitalize, we're just going to come over here. Now it might be a little dangerous.
There's plenty of me to go around.
But we'll see. See, there's their deer. So Udyr is not totally without some strategy. What is this?
Fighting is in my blood.
Okay. That's another good thing about Zac. You'll be able to give people kills pretty easily because his basic attacks don't do a lot of damage. So you can get the enemy pretty low and give away kills. Now the problem with the mid laner, the problem with what is that character? Ike. He can't make a large enough impact. He has to do really well in lane to have high impact in the game. Why people pick him anything other than what he should be picked as? It's just for novelty, in my opinion. Just to have a little fun. Oh look, Udyr took my stuff already. Oh, but didn't take my wolves. Now, one of the unfortunate things of picking Zac in the jungle is your impact in early game is not as potent as other champions like Udyr. But on the other side, like on the brighter side, or the flipped coin situation, Udyr could be up here, so I'll just ping for them. Alright, so right now I have Cinderhulk. Gonna get that, and then we're gonna get that. Do control wards, because control wards are great. I'm gonna get out here because this is gonna spawn soon. Let's see, Udyr's got Chilling Smite. He's got his Blood Razor. So I'm an item and a half, about an item and a half ahead of him. Now they got Cloud Drake, but we just got first tower from bot. That's interesting. Let's see how to do this. He's just gonna let him farm. Alright, I'm not gonna bother. They noticed already. Now some people will not notice. When you do a scan, you bypass the function of the ward. Okay, got that already, unfortunately. You bypass the function of the ward, and some people will not notice. But there's some of it that is noticeable. Now because Garen has that's nice. Oh, bad ult. Okay, so it's a possibility that the Udyr will release. The Zed, unfortunately, is not living up to. All right, this is gonna be tough. Okay, I'm okay. I gotta exit. Okay, we're gonna grab that, and we're gonna head out. Do a slingshot. Gotcha. Okay. He's earned his right to leave. Now I could have gotten him, but I didn't need to be so aggressive with him. Sometimes merely burning flashes and that kind of stuff is worth more than a kill. And I'm sure there's tons of things I should be prioritizing over others, but okay, we're just gonna use, yeah, it's a great way to get away from the enemy. Kinda, the enemy will waste their time, things like that. The Udyr should come out ahead in that one. And that's one of the reasons why Udyr is good in terms of his early game. So the issues that we have is the effectiveness. They're just kind of hanging around there. The effectiveness of our Caitlyn. That's going to be where the action lies. Alright, we're gonna back off. We might re-engage. Alright, I'm dead. That was a lot of bad. Let's see what you got. Alright. Well, that actually didn't go horribly bad. I feel like my team showed its woo. Okay. Interesting. So they were pretty thirsty to kill me. That's one of the problems that you have at elos like this. People really don't think about their actions in the long term. But positives that they've got Garen, which is really the Caitlyn can't dodge anything. He actually surviving. So we've got a number of challenges we are facing. Zed has reached a point where he's no longer really useful. Caitlyn is falling into like silly traps. But it's possible to get somewhere here.
Just another day on the job.
Have to be able to get into my farm though. Nope. I'm just gonna lead him away. Well, hey, not too bad. All right, he's just gonna run away at.
I should get a suit.
Okay, finally. That was a nice little chase. Probably, well, definitely not worth it, but
Fishy as I look.
with him off the map. Okay, okay. They're burning a lot of resources to escape our wrath. So if you do make it to late game and you're not too far behind and all that, the objective is to protect this area. We're gonna get our war monks.
I could really use a snack right now.
Okay, he's being really dumb. Because he's endangering. Okay. The triple kill for the Zac.
Mom always said I was big for my age.
Ooh, gotcha. Just gotta protect. Yep, it's gotta protect. Now we go back. Hopefully everyone went back too. Alright, now we're making some progress. Those guys shouldn't be up there, but they're gonna do. Oh, nice. They actually did stuff. So, because they're pressuring top, full pressure mid. Come on, guys, hustle up. You want people to take the onslaught of all that damage. The beauty of Baron. So he's gonna stun me. Alright, he's not gonna stun me. Blow him down once. And we're out of there. Alright, I'll be able to survive this and then... Woo! Oh, that was hilarious. Alright, we're gonna sell that. How can we deal with that Udyr goofball? Guess we'll get that. So the fight isn't quite over with yet. We might have to get another Baron. Let's see, Baron is about to wear off, so we're gonna get this dragon down. They're doing a good job. Now, the key here is to be able to hide properly. Can't do too much. Hey, alright. Aw, that's no good. So, I don't think we can pressure them anymore. Okay, the Tarek being a jerk. Alright, we're just gonna go back. Can we get any more items here? No, we can't. Well, we can get that. So this is a situation where we will be fighting over Baron again. So this is a pretty... You know, they want to win, and that's great. It's making it into a game, you know? Scuttles is gonna dodge me. Now hopefully we can get like... Ooh. Woo! Alright, I think we can just win off that. Alright. Let's just win the game. Yes! Oh. Oh my goodness. So, Caitlyn is gonna get that. Caitlyn's gonna get it. So that's one of the harder things to play with Zac, because oftentimes you're playing from the back end, and the problem with that is one of the problems with that is your team can have confidence that can be like knocked down a bit, and if they don't understand like how Zac works, that can be kind of it can be a bummer, and so they're like, I don't want to play. Like the Tarek, yeah, I think he was standing around for a little bit, and he was just, you know, kind of bummed out. And then you saw how the Udyr was acting. He went across the map chasing me, flash for flash. And he finally got me, but I had my passive, and I knew, you know, even with Garen around, I could get out, because I like, oh, this is how I'm gonna get out. But he was a little bananas, because once I got into once I morphed back into my regular form, I would have been stunnable. So the key that was there is like, think ahead. I'm gonna reform, and as soon as I reform, I'm going to have to slingshot across the wall. So it's gonna take a second, and in that second, Udyr could have stunned me, but he just wasn't thinking. That Udyr, man, he's so fast. That's one of the problems that. But he's a champion that you have the early game advantage. and getting kills is important. And then he was doing it, but if one of the problems is I can be in the Baron area and threaten Baron on a much greater extent than he can, just because of my E and my R and my CC. Because if we threaten Baron even without even going for Baron, they have to get close. And once they get close, I can start CCing their damage, taking out the rest of them. And it's definitely hard to know where Zac is going to fly in, because they come at such a far distance because the E is so far. And it can be just crushing that you're just getting stomped on. And so I'm glad that was kind of like a turnaround game, but it shows you like the importance of hanging in there. And even though they were kind of at our doorsteps, and that I think we lost the first inhibitor. Like, as a Zac Jungle, it takes a lot of analyzing where everyone's strengths and weaknesses are in the game to know that you can give this up to have this as sort of like a bait. Because a lot of times with Zac, you can play from behind a turret, jump in, pull people across, and they're like, what do I do now? You know, I don't feel comfortable anymore approaching that turret because Zac is gonna be there. I'm not always gonna be there, but it's that danger that, you know. So another thing to try to counter Udyr in the beginning, or any champion that will challenge you early game, is to get scuttles and plan to get it at a time which you get it before them, because the key that they have to get is level 3. So they have to take 2 or 3 camps, or 2 camps and a scuttle or something like that. So you can plan ahead as a late game champion, and Zac is really not a carry, even though I got a fair amount of kills. Zac is really CC and support, so you also want to make sure you're giving your carries kills. But not to get off on the point where when you're against a champion like Lee Sin or Udyr or anyone like that can get early game advantage quickly, and it kind of can, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna get into battles that are unwinnable because your group is just like, nah. There are ways to deal with that, and the ways to deal with that is to make sure that you're leveled up. Because I look at this situation, and a lot of times, you know, I'll go into the enemy camp, and I'm slippery to, even if I get spotted, I'm slippery to catch. As Zac, anyway. So if I'm leveling up, you know, that increases my chances of being more impactful, rather than going to a lane that's losing, and I can see that the reason why they're losing is not mostly because of bad luck. Sometimes that's the case, but it's out of inexperience. If you enter a lane, which sometimes you can be laned up with 2 people, like Caitlyn, I felt was very experienced in her lane versus the Ezreal. That was our strength. Caitlyn was our strength. So I tried to play in how I thought how to play for Caitlyn's strength. And we had a number of team fights where Garen and of them, they were all after Caitlyn. And so that's who I had to protect. The rest of them, they didn't do so well in lane. And the Pyke actually did better in lane than the Zed. Zed's trailing off at 169 CS, while Their pike had 195. So it's hard to gauge how impactful I was, but that was not an easy match, and you will get these situations even if you're not in gold 4 where I am. And unfortunately, I'm kind of hovering around gold 4. I'm okay with it because Zach, I mean, the way that I play, I want to have fun, not necessarily drive people nuts saying, hey, come on, guys, do this, do that. Oh, that didn't work. I'm going to play how I want to play. And you saw how the Udyr was playing. He was playing, not, I got to get this guy, I got to get this guy. He was going crazy. I'm not going to play like that. I'm going to play like, okay, this is my strategy. If this works, then I'll do this. But if it doesn't work, that's all right, and I'll think of something else. But I'm not going to go balls to the walls like the Udyr. Okay. All right, guys. I just put my audio in the red there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to make more of these videos because I like doing it. And I will see you guys next time. Hi-yo!